Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with another speed test. It's time to do a speed test comparison between the Vivo Y400 versus the Tecno Spark 40 Pro Plus, and the Tecno has a new MediaTek Helio G200 SoC. Also we have 8 GB of RAM, while on the another hand Vivo Y400 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 685 SoC. Also we have 8 GB of RAM. So very interesting to see how both phones is gonna perform in the head-to-head speed test. Let's start off with the boot up test. As always, here we go. Logos came up slightly faster on the Tecno, and both phones is running on latest Android 15. We have Vivo FunTouch OS version 15 on the left hand side versus a iOS version 15.1.1 on the Tecno Spark 40 Pro Plus. And Tecno is much faster when it comes to booting up, while the Vivo Y400 is taking a lot of time, and now the Vivo is also done. So you can see we almost have a 4 or 5 second difference between these two devices. So now let's talk about the display. So on the Vivo Y400 we have a 6.7 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED with 120 Hz refresh rate. Also we have a center punch hole on the top, while on the another hand Tecno has a 6.7 inch 1.5K 144 Hz AMOLED display. Again we have a center punch hole, and the bezels, it is really small on both phones. So guys, everything is closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones, and the first application I'm gonna launching is going to be the phone dialer, much faster on the Vivo. So next on the list is the settings, faster as well on the Vivo. And let me show the refresh rate options. So we have 144 Hz versus a 120 Hz, and 144 Hz it is only available in the settings, in the messages, in the phone app, while other apps will run at 120 Hz. So now check out some more apps like Amazon Shopping on both phones. And Amazon Shopping, it is open up slightly faster on the Tecno if I'm not wrong. Again, you guys are judge of the speed test. As far as scrolling are concerned, it is smooth on both phones, 120 Hz it is working. So let's open desktop tab, faster as well on the Tecno. So now check out some games application. Now let's start off with the Candy Crush Saga on both phones. So the Candy Crush Saga, it is faster on the Tecno as compared to the Vivo Y400. Vivo has much louder speakers. Instagram, about the same. Now let's see the pinout. Pinout, it is slightly faster on the Tecno. Now let's open up Snapchat, really similar. Spotify, faster on the Tecno. And now let's see Subway Surfer, Vivo Y400 with Snapdragon 685 versus MediaTek Helio G200. So faster on the Tecno. Let's see Temper N2. In the Temper N2 we have a downloading error every single time, which is keep happening on the Tecno, even on the Infinix, but Vivo is performing, as you can see, fast, no issue inside the Vivo Y400. So anyways, now let's opening up the PUBG Mobile, last big game we have in this speed test. And once again, and Tecno, it is done, while Vivo Y400 it is also done as well. Also in that game you will see a smooth graphics with extreme frame rate on the Tecno versus a smooth graphics with ultra on the Vivo. Open up X, that is exactly the same. And now let's open up Zedge, and Zedge, it is open up faster on the Vivo Y400 this time, and the performance, it is almost a back and forth as far as the scrolling are concerned, much more smooth on the Tecno, while on the Vivo it is not at smooth and stable overall. So last on launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. So camera it is open up much faster on the Tecno, and as far as the cameras are concerned, once again the cameras it is actually I like more on the Tecno over the Vivo. So looking at the front facing camera, so the front facing camera also I like more, I think, on the Vivo Y400 over the Tecno's selfie camera. Now let's see internet browsing speed. So I am using Chrome on both phones. Also we have same Wi-Fi network. So let's opening up the wikipedia.org. That one it is exactly the same. As far as scrolling are concerned, absolutely smooth. English tab, absolutely similar once again. Next on the list is the apple.com. Apple.com it is blazing fast on the Tecno. Vivo it is taking a little more time. Scrolling it is absolutely smooth once again. Now let's see RAM measurement. So we have 8 GB of RAM, phone dialer, in-app refresh, settings, that is seems like refresh, Amazon shopping, refresh on both phones. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, refresh on both phones. Instagram, refresh on the Tecno only. Let's see Pinout, refresh once again. Snapchat, same result. And now let's see Spotify, completely refresh on the Tecno. Subway Surfer, refresh on both phones. And let's see the Temper 2, that is still there on both phones. Let's see PUBG, still there once again. Open up X, still there. Zedge, that is completely refreshed on the Tecno. And last, we're back to the internet browser, as you can see. And guys, so what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see, and definitely and Tecno Spark 40 Pro Plus is perform slightly faster, not only in system-based applications, mostly in games. In games we constantly see a 1.5 second difference, which is not a massive difference, but overall and the performance and the UI performance it is much more smoother on the Tecno. So in terms of the RAM measurement is slightly more better on the Vivo Y400 as compared to the Tecnos. And Vivo has a 6000 mAh battery size, 6500 actually. Also we have 44 watt super fast charging, while Tecno has a 5160 mAh battery size. Also we have 45 watt super fast charging. So that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Vivo Y400 versus the Tecno Spark 40 Pro Plus. And do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.